In an ancient time, when a terrible evil threatens the land, only one man can save the world.
Say what? Get out of here.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, let's take off that broken record.
I say.
Here, hold my earrings while I take this monster down. I've got your back, darling. We just might burn down this town. Oh no, oh yeah. When you're up against a challenge and you need a helping hand, we've got an arsenal of fireballs, steel stilettos, and a cat. Oh yeah.
Hi, and welcome to Here Hold My Earrings. My name is Al, and I'm your DM today. With me are Henrietta, Yvonne, Laura, Daria, and Sophie. Henrietta?
Hi, I'm Henriette. I'm from Norway, and I play a color star druid named Dalin.
Yvonne?
Hi, I'm Yvonne from Canada, and I play a barbarian named Cracker.
Laura?
Hi, I'm Laura. I'm from Germany, and I'm playing Byleth, a Dragonborn wizard.
Daria?
Hi, I'm Daria. I'm from Poland, and I play a tiefling sorcerer named Zenis.
And Sophie?
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm from Wales, and I play a human wizard named Charlotte.
All right. And Sophie, I think you're doing the recap.
Yes. Shall I begin?
Yeah, in your own time.
Cool. So last time we had just finished killing a bunch of animated books for Grasson, and we're just standing around his or a private study in the library in the Hall of the Future. We take a short rest and use smart cane recoveries for a little pick-me-up, and then Byleth casts Detect Magic. The whole room lights up. Most of the books are either glowing blue with abjuration magic, but some are also glowing with divination and evocation magic. The books themselves seem to be warded as well. Most of them also appear to be older than some of the books from the Hall of the Past, despite being in the Hall of the Future. Byleth picks up a book and reads about some predicted end of one of the realms in the Abyss. It discusses how there was a demon lord who was the primary controller of the lair, and he was murdered by some of the other demon lords who wanted to usurp his power. We learned from this that it's quite commonplace actually for lower tier demons to try to supplant higher demons or higher ranking demons. So in this way, it could be possible to turn demons in a blood war against each other. In that same book, there's also a prediction about how at some point in the future, Cyric, the god of trickery and strife, who had murdered Mystra, will return. And then coincidentally, Dalin also has a shield of Cyric. We found the book that Grasson, the wizard, from the Hall of the Future had asked us to recover for him. Charlotte reads it, but then freezes in place and goes catatonic and starts to drool. When Byleth shuts the book, Charlotte collapses, but then regains consciousness and seems to be extremely worse for wear, and has a streak of elegant grey hair by her temple and ear. Dalin remembers that the ring that the bookworm had given us was a spell of storing and gets an inspiration. And then checks Charlotte out to see if she's aged at all, but it doesn't look like she has, to Dalin's eye, but it just seems like she's been through an ordeal. After this, we head back into the Hall of the Future to return the spellbook to Grasson, and he smells that Charlotte had tried to read it. But he checks her over and says that she'll be fine, and warns against reading other wizards' books. We hand the ring back as well, and he explains that it's a ring of animate objects, and he's quite surprised to learn that it was a bookworm that had cast it because he thought they were just mythical creatures. He gives us a reward, which sounds like a bag of coins, but then Byleth reminds him that he had promised a magic scroll, and he hands her a scroll of banishment, which can either banish an entity for 1 minute or send an extraplanar being back into its own realm. Druids can't use it, unfortunately, only wizards, clerics, and sorcerers, oh my, and paladins. He also has us return the gems he had given us previously, which makes Violet very sad. He gives us a small paper bird, which we can use to contact him with, and he identifies that Laura's dice is a soul prison containing a very powerful being, and he gives us a warning that we must be careful not to be controlled by it. We hear from Conan that Cud is doing very well, and that he's going to go into business with Conan, and that Moxie is helping out Vladiscar with Bonecracker. Although Conan says that he's sorry that he's not able to do anything about the little children gnolls, which depresses Denise. But then when he says that they'll eventually grow up or die, she just cheers her up a bit. Violet notices that that Grossin had forgotten to take back the pouch. And so we open it and look inside, and there are just some random tidbits inside. There's 21 gold, 33 silver, a dried bird wing, 2 bone 6-sided dice, a gold human tooth, a false eye, cherry-flavored tobacco, 2 tiny boxes made of wood, and 2 small twigs. Violet casts detect magic, but none of the objects are magical. But she realizes that they may have been used as magical components. And then after this, we have a long rest and a hot tub party without Cracker. We go over the directions to Vizeran Devir's tower, who had said that he could get us into Benzobaranzan. And getting into the tower involves crossing a lake of lava. So Violet, Sophie, and Delin all prepare absorb elements, and then we strategize about casting water walk and then floating disc to get over the lava. Before we leave, Irma, the giant guardian from the Hall of the Present, comes to speak to us before we leave, and asks us if we can make contact if we discover anything that can make a difference to the future of the Underdark or to Giantkind. And then she gives us a little bat, which can deliver messages back and forth to her for us. And then we say goodbye to everyone, do a little farewell party, and Charlotte writes a note for Agamemnon Simulacrum number 4 so that he knows where she's gone, and he gives us a little pot with a cork stopper that he says can, up to 3 uses, remove disease or poison. And he also gives us a potion of normal healing each. And also Darlene casts guidance on Cud to help him come up with a new business plan, a teacup that follows the library, inspired by Susna. And then we travel for about 3 days and make it to a lava lake with Steve and Dinkle in tow. And we see a mind flayer with a little baby mind flayer, and they're quite angry at us for having killed that pet unicorn previously, and starts demanding a replacement. The mind flayer tries to convince Violet to be head slave and enslave all of us, but she refuses because she doesn't think she's up to the task. We try all sorts of ways to appease him. We try offering Steve. We think about trying to use an illusion, and then we try offering him a wind-up toy. But eventually, after all of this, he gets quite fed up and attacks. And that's where we left it.
Thank you very much. Was there anything anyone else wanted to add?
No, it was great. I had to mute because I thought my typing might have interfered. Like catching up pieces. What? Extra potion? I only have 3 now.
Yeah, if it's not in your inventory, you left it behind. And if anybody complains about it, well, have you ever left sunglasses someplace? Because I certainly have.
Yep.
All right. And now, what do we have here? Yeah. The floor is definitely lava.
Yeah.
And there is, I also sent you something, Sophia. You probably saw it in Discord. The floor is definitely lava. There is, well, there's a squiggly tentacle face person in front of you, blocking your passage. He is not altogether thrilled with how things worked between you and his offspring at your previous interaction with a member of his race, which, as you may recall, led to the dismantling of the neural apparatus of one of your attached party members, as it were. And I think you guys were debating whether or not to actually just hand over one of your new members to appease them, which didn't sit well with that particular entity. I believe it's actually Cracker whose turn it is. Now, we haven't, as far as I recall, correct me if I'm wrong, we haven't actually started bashing people yet or shooting spells, but you know, it feels like it could kick off at any moment. So, what does
And
Cracker want to do?
turns to Steve and says, "Get your ass over there." And then I say to the Mind Flayer, "Dude, just take him."
So, are you grappling Steve?
No, I'm just pointing at him. He's too far for
Okay.
me to grapple.
Well, you could move over there. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
All right. Okay. I feel like Steve. I feel like I need to have Steve in the initiative now. Holy Steve Avenger. Okay, go ahead and roll his initiative there, Yvonne. And Henrietta, what would Delin like to do? Oh, nice.
I was really hoping that Crackle would start this whole thing so I could just follow.
I did.
Well, I was hoping you would start chopping. I am going to try and spread out a little bit at least. So we're not in a group. So I'm going to move over here. And I am going to prepare a produce flame if
Yeah.
the mind player attacks anyone of us. Either of the mind players.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're readying the cast a spell action, cast a
Yeah.
spell attack action. Okay, fine, good. And you're going to use the produce flame on whichever mind flayer attacks. And
What
what's your
about-
Yeah.
Well, or being aggressive attacks, cast a spell. I don't know
mean-
what they do. I've never faced them before. So
Yeah. I mean, even if I forgot to mention, yeah, hey, congratulations to BG3 for being the best game of the year.
yay!
Yeah. And I still haven't finished. I still haven't played it, so don't give it. I only played a little bit of the open access. Okay.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, I used to work with a guy who occasionally would come to work and not brush his teeth and would think that if he just drank a cup of coffee, that would cover the liver and onions he had for dinner the night before. Now, did he reach out and grab me or punch me in the face in a meeting? No. But when he leaned over and spoke to me in a conspiratorial whisper, his onion and coffee breath coating me in a practically visible gaseous cloud, I thought that was an aggressive moment. So what's your definition of aggressive in this case? See how it took me a winding curve to get to that
Yeah.
point.
Well, I haven't fought mind flayers before, so I don't know their abilities, what they do.
Very good role play.
But if I see them cast spell that I don't recognize, if they kind of try to hit one of my party.
Yep, that's the obvious one. Yep.
Yeah.
So would you consider so you know what a spellcaster looks like? You're a spellcaster. You've seen other spellcasters.
Yeah.
If they start wiggling their fingers or tentacles and saying words that you don't recognize, would you consider that aggressive? Because it may be that they're doing something that's not actually aggressive. Or do you just wait for the outcome first to determine whether or not it's aggressive?
No, I think that if they start wiggling their fingers and speaking words I don't recognize, I would attack.
Okay.
Because they have been, well, they said that they were not going to tolerate us anymore. So
Okay. I
Yeah.
just want to be clear. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want it afterwards to be, oh, but I would do that.
Uh,
Okay. Speaking of aggressive, Charlotte. What? No.
Hmm. I'm debating whether I should cast magic missile outright or just prepare it, or decisions.
Yeah, well, try to do it before it gets to your turn. But so be prepared on your turn. But yes, metagaming, don't give out clues. If you want to do something, then go ahead.
Oh.
But your idea is if you prepare a magic missile, so if you don't end up casting it because the catalyst didn't come about, because you readied it, but the catalyst never occurred, the spell slot is wasted anyway.
Hmm.
But if you use a cantrip, then it isn't.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think.
I think that might be chapter 8 or 9 or something of spell casting. Look it up.
I will.
Or you could just
Okay.
push Steve forward. Here,
Oh.
take him.
Oh. What do I do? I will. Okay, I'll prepare magic missile. And the catalyst is if any of my friends get hurt in some way.
You're readying the cast a spell action.
Yes, the magic missile.
Yes. Okay. So I want you guys to get into the habit of saying the right thing so that it's clear. You're readying, which is to say you're not going to attack. You're not casting the spell. You're not taking the cast a spell action. You're not using the attack action. You're using the ready action, and you're readying the cast a spell action. Now, again, just a reminder as well, if you do something like that, which is perfectly valid, and you can use any catalyst you want. You can even use a meta catalyst, like I'm going to go after Dylan goes, right? If she goes, right? Which is another way you can do it. So just to give you guys I'm not telling you what to do, but I just want you guys to think more openly, right? Anytime you use the ready action, it's also going to use your reaction, which means you won't be able to use your reaction for something else. Or if you choose to use your reaction for, say, like a shield spell or whatever, you would lose your ready spell action, and then you would end up using 2 spell slots potentially. So you're readying magic missile for if somebody gets attacked.
Yes.
Okay. What are they gonna do?
I
So-
gotta say sorry for offending us.
How did you know, Laura?
Awesome.
It's almost like she read my mind.
Yeah, right.
It wouldn't be much of a combat encounter, would it? It's very anticlimactic. And then he just smacks the little mind flayer in the head. Told you they wouldn't do it. No, that's not good. Well, you've made your choice. Then I suppose we'll just have to take all of you and enslave you for our purposes, assuming any of you survive. I promise this will be painful. Now, normally he wouldn't be able to get a speech in and an attack, but in this case, pew! You guys get hit with what appears to all of you as nothing, but it's just searing pain in your heads. Yes, very much like a certain video game. And you double over in pain. Everybody, please give me a DC. Oh, sorry, an intelligence saving throw. Hopefully, none of you die. Oh no!
Much intelligence, so you'd think it wouldn't affect me as badly.
Yeah. Laura does Byleth? Oh, Byleth has the pearl. Oh, right.
Yeah,
Well
I have the
done.
pearl.
Whew, that is going to save Byleth.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no. Daria. Sophie.
Oh no.
Oh, my God. Seriously?
Seriously. Can we re-roll? Then
Sure.
seriously.
Don't forget, you're not going to get to re-roll this one, but don't forget, if you had inspiration. Oh, yeah. Sophie, you got
do.
inspiration. I'm saying, so if you had inspiration, if you have inspiration, you can declare it before you roll, and saving throws are a good time to roll to use inspiration. And Sophie, you did get inspiration for today's recap.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you guys ready? Yvonne, you take 17 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned for 1 minute. I should say Cracker is. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turn. So you are stunned at least for 1 round. Oh. Henrietta takes 0. Byleth takes 0. Delynn takes 0. Byleth takes 0. No effect either. Zenise takes 20.
Bye bye. I'm done.
God.
You all watch as Zenise's eyes roll back and up into her head. Her tongue spills out and she just collapses on the floor. Hey, Charlotte, how you doing?
I'm also down.
Yeah. So this is why if you're going to attack, you might as well attack and get the first shot in. If you're not going to attack, you should set a different catalyst. But with the catalysts, it always has to go through the full catalyst. So your definition was an attack, which is fine, assuming you survived the attack, which y'all did not, as we would say. And yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Byleth, your turn. The little one doesn't do anything. The little one stands in the background and gives like a bonus action cheer.
Oh no.
Get him, Dad! And he
Oh
does
my
like
God.
these shadow boxing moves in the background. Like,
um. Um. Okay.
your party members are down.
Yeah. I'm watching in horror.
That's helpful.
Yeah. Okay.
This is why,
Yeah.
Henrietta, you need to remind people at the start of a session that they've got stuff they can do. Anyway.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna use the good berry that I have on Sneeze. And I'm gonna say, sorry, Charlotte.
If
Maybe
she could
next
hear you,
round.
she'd if she could hear you, she'd say it's okay.
Oh, I hear it like, in my mind a bit. So, yeah.
Aw,
And
that's sad and sweet at the same time.
I think that's all I can do.
Yeah. Well, you can move.
Yeah.
If you've got a bonus
Uh-huh.
action spell, you can do it.
Yeah, I know. I would like
Or another
to
bonus
move.
action.
Where would I like to move to? I'd like to move here. Or no, I'm allowed. No. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna move to here.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Nice.
I
Oh,
missed.
Denise.
Anyway.
Yes. It goes into the creature's chest and sort of bounces off. It just looks down and kind of casually uses the back of one hand to gently scrape off the little bits of char and soot that it left as a mark. If you survive, I'll make you lick that clean. All right. Well done. Byleth. Zanice, you are awake with 1 hit point on the ground. Do you wipe the drool out of the corner of your mouth like you slept with your mouth open?
I just stand up and I go, berry.
Ah, nice. Yeah, a little good berry chain. Very clever. Charlotte, you're on the floor.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else for
That's
Zanice?
it. No, that's it.
You can keep moving. You still have movement.
Where to run?
Back down the hallway. Back down the dungeon, the tunnel. Push Steve forward still.
No, that's it.
Okay. Now, technically, obviously, these guys should all be affected by the same spell, but what fun would that be? So, I'm going to say that Steve and Drinkle survived their saving throws and are unaffected. Steve starts waving his little tentacles around, and then he starts spinning wildly in place. Oh my God, I don't want to die. I'm too young to die. Okay, Cracker.
Sit. All right. So if I'm stunned, does that mean I can't do anything this round?
Yes, if you want, you can always double check the conditions. So you guys should all.
I'm
Be
pretty
able to
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure stun means I can't, like, I'm kind of incapacitated, can't move, can't really speak.
Mhm. Yep. So
Saving throw.
Can I rage simply as a response? Oh my, like that, you know? I lose it. What's going on? I freak out.
You're stunned.
I'm stunned. I'm confused. I can't
No.
move, but can I rage?
I'm stunned. Read the description. It's stunned includes being incapacitated. You cannot take any actions or reactions. Does raging take an action or reaction?
All right. All right. All right. I stand there like a useless barbarian.
No, you're. Oh well, yeah, you're standing. Yeah, okay. But you can roll your saving throw,
Yeah, all right.
which is weird because you'd think a saving throw would be.
Same exact throw.
Oh
That's great.
man,
Super duper.
you take another 20 points. No, you don't. You're just stunned. All right. Yeah, you didn't even rage. You could have raged, when you first went.
I was shouting, but I wasn't angry yet, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know why I
Yeah.
wasn't.
Well, I don't think rage would have saved you anyway because it
No,
doesn't
it would have
do
made no
anything with
difference.
psychic damage. Okay. Dolan.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that noise?
Just me being. Yeah. I don't know what to do. It's hard being the healer.
Yeah.
Um,
1 barbarian, 2 wizards, and a sorcerer.
yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba. And the barbarian is out of the fight.
Drooling.
Yeah. I am going to try and do some damage, I think.
Well, don't forget, you can also do like the help action, right? There's other things you can do, right?
Yeah, but it's almost his turn again. And
Mhm. Yep.
we also have another mind flayer here. So
Yeah. You don't know if he's, maybe he's almost as powerful. Maybe he's completely
yeah.
non-combatant, but he was sort of, you guys did talk about it, right? So this kid is the one that ate Pierce's brain.
Yeah. I am going to move down here. And I am going to cast a thunder wave.
Oh. Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think I can get both of them.
No. But it's a good idea.
Let's see. And I think I'm going to do it at second level.
Okay.
That's 14 or 7, depending on how this goes. Ah, frick. 7 damage, and he's right there.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna just keep it simple. That's fine. There's some other stuff that you don't know about, but I'm making adjustments on the fly, so
Mm.
I'm making alternative adjustments. So okay, good. It kind of like blows his tentacles back. And then it's like it looks pissed off, like he blew some of the mucus out of his face, and then he just like, kind of like his tentacles like squirm. He readjusts the mucus to cover his face properly again, and then he uses his hands to like smooth out his tentacles, like he's fixing a beard that's been blown astray in the wind.
I'm just gonna yell back, "Cracker, snap out of it!"
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna help.
Mhm.
Charlotte.
Might.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Charlotte, did you stand up on your turn?
This is my turn.
This is your turn.
Hmm. My first turn since I
Okay.
got
Okay.
good buried.
Yeah.
So is standing up a bonus action? Or
It's half your movement.
oh, okay. Fine. I will.
I feel like you should incorporate singing into your character. You do it so often.
Only when I'm thinking. Oh my god. I will.
Think about it before it's your turn. It's okay if
was
you have to make
thinking.
adjustments, but I just feel like I caught you in the headlights whenever it's your turn. Like, oh my god, it's my turn.
It's because I can't choose between what I should do. I will just cast magic myself. Yeah.
Okay.
On the big one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, go ahead. Pew pew pew.
Pew.
Whoa.
Pew.
Wow. Yeah, the three darts of light, as it were, shoot off unerringly, striking it in the face and chest. And you see that you did a fair amount of damage, even compared to your most powerful party member. Does Delin look jealous?
Maybe.
So aside from the fuse, Charlotte, do you do like finger guns?
No, I chug a potion in victory.
You chug a potion?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean you
Isn't-
chug a potion?
Like I drink one.
How would you be drinking a potion? You used your action to cast a spell.
I thought it was a bonus action. Is it not?
No.
Then I
it's not.
think about chugging a potion.
You can think about chugging. You can drink something. So it's just about combat fairness, right?
Hmm.
Casting a spell like a healing spell is an action. So why should drinking a potion be free?
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you wanted to drink a beer that has no healing properties, that could be a bonus action. Okay. Yeah. So you think about drinking a potion.
I think about the potion I'm going to drink when all this is over.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to put little red dots next to you guys so I can remember who nearly died. Feel free to do that to yourselves. He walks up very well. I guess he's not going to go up to Lynn directly. He'll go, yeah, okay, fine. He'll just, whatever. Ooh. It starts to wiggle its fingers. And no, it won't do that. It'll save it. Okay, it'll just go up to Delin.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want that. Okay, who wants to roll for the attack? Daria.
Oh. 1.
Yeah, pretty close. What's your armor class there?
16.
Yeah. You watch as the tentacles reach out and just gives her like the worst kiss in the world. Just like wrap around the back of her head.
Ew.
You are now grappled by the face.
Mm.
Give me an intelligence saving throw.
15.
Oh, yes. You avoid being stunned. Well done, you. Let's see how much damage that is. You take 15 points of psychic damage as this thing just like. What would psychic damage from a grapple with I guess it's like the worst French kiss in the world. It's just like
Yeah.
it doesn't even get in your mouth. It just like goes up your nostril
Probably really wet also.
and really wet and slimy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's all over your face, your eyes, your cheeks. You can feel it. Like one's maybe even in your ear at the same time.
I cover my eyes. It's too bad.
You're too young to see this.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm resistant to psychic. Do I take 7 or 8? Do we round up or down?
Oh, you're resistant psych? Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
I'm a
great. Yeah,
Couch-Tar.
oh, that's right. I forgot. Thank you. You take you always round down. So it would be
Okay.
7.
7.
Yep. Well done. And as you sort of fend it off a little bit, its eyes widen as if it suddenly recognizes what you really are.
Mm.
Byleth.
Yes. I'm gonna go here and
But you're still grappled, by the way, Henrietta.
Yeah,
Delaney.
yeah.
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray all on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The bigger pew pews. Pew. Hey. Not good.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right.
Woo.
Bam.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna go back again.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, here.
I mean the two of them obviously will hit, one of them won't. And they'll leave these deep scorch marks in its shoulder and thigh.
Very
Terrific.
nice.
Zanice.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile level 2,
Mm.
the big one.
Mm.
So, pew, 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 and pew.
Wow. All right. Steve in the back shouts, "Go get him!" He's helpful.
Helpful.
Cracker.
Well, I've been raging and a little reckless.
What?
Am I still stunned? Is it still another round of stunned? How many? I thought it was just one round.
Well, it's
1
it's
minute.
it's
1
1
minute?
minute, which is
Yeah.
10
Oh,
rounds.
damn it!
But technically it's round to round because you have to make a save
Oh,
at the end of
save
your
my
round.
brain again. Here comes my brain.
I feel like you might be stunned in real
Oh
life.
my god, that's a
Oh
third 5.
no.
What?
How is it possible? Well,
No.
now you know how I felt being paralyzed
Yep.
by
Oh
the
no.
freaking thing
That's so
that
sad.
Cull Kid.
What's going on? These guys are friends. I don't understand.
Okay, Delin, you are grappled, which
Yep.
you can still do things.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time.
Hmm.
But now I'm going to do it at level, let's see, 3.
Hey.
Although it doesn't really improve your chances of
No,
success.
I know, but we
Okay.
need to get him dying.
Okay, I just want you to be aware.
That's 4 for saving throw and 17 damage.
Okay, so and yours is 15. So you get the feeling that you really got good. You got him good, and then you realize it just seems to sort of shrug it off. And it definitely affects it. Again, you blow the tentacles back, the ones that aren't attached to your face. But I mean, maybe even against your own better judgment, you have a little bit of respect for how tough this guy is.
And it doesn't get pushed back.
No.
He actually saved.
Well, I mean, if he didn't get pushed back.
Okay.
And it didn't do as much. It was very, very similar to the effect the first time around. Like you blew it kind of put his clothing in disarray. Some of his tentacles looked like they're, kind of all whipped around, but it just looks like he's been driving in a convertible car at high speed through a windy tunnel
Hmm.
with Bridget Jones.
Okay. And as a bonus action, I am going to turn into a saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah. Okay, I guess you can do that. All right. Sorry, let me get you a tiger. Kind of forgot you don't have tigers.
Cute.
Okay. All right, Charlotte.
Okay. Let's see. Can I help Cracker to like break her out of the stun?
So this is a very good idea. If it were something like a grapple, then yes, you could definitely do it. There's no really good way for somebody to help you if you are stunned.
I can't like shake her out of it.
You could give her the help action, which would give her advantage on her next save, which is basically mechanically the same. So like if you were doing the grapple, trying to break somebody's grapple for them, you could roll yourself against them, but you could also give them the help action, which is similar. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, the help action is actually quite useful. Yeah, it's mechanically like a +5, but it's basically she's going to roll advantage, which is the same as if you rolled it yourself. Although she doesn't have as many bonuses to intelligence as Charlotte might have.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take pity on Cracker and I'll help her.
Okay.
I'll move up and I'll help her.
And how does one help a barbarian drooling on herself?
But I'll shake her.
Okay, good.
I'll grab her by the collar and shake her. Wake up!
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, this thing is now a little bit pissed off, and it looks deeply into Delyn's feline eyes and appears to wiggle its few remaining tentacles and Delyn, may we have a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, you may. Wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
19.
Ooh. Yeah, you feel the pernicious influence of this creature's will trying to impose itself upon you. But because of your by the way, that was a charm spell. I don't think you guys are resistant to charm spell. It doesn't matter. You shake it off. You resist it. The rest of you watch as Delyn shakes her furry head back and forth as if she's trying to fend off flies or something. And the mind flayer, although it's still attached, looks disappointed. Byleth.
The mind flare didn't look like the fire hit him, like it didn't look like it took less damage from fire than from other elements.
It seemed like it reacted like your spell had the desired effect. If that's what you're
Okay.
asking.
Yeah. All right, then I'm gonna move here again for a dramatic effect, and I'm gonna
That is very
Yeah.
dramatic, I will say. Well
It's my
done.
turn.
Yeah, let's draw attention to ourselves.
Mm, exactly. And then I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb and hope it hits.
Okay.
Achoo. First
All
level.
right.
Oy. That doesn't look like it.
You all watch as this beautiful glowing orb of what is it? Lightning?
Fire.
Fire
Yeah, I vote for
just
fire.
goes sailing past everybody and disappears over the edge into the lava.
No. I say while it flies past. And then I'm gonna move back in shame.
Very dramatically, no less.
Yeah.
All right. Well done. Zanice.
Let's move here. Cast
Ve-
magic
oh,
missile.
very dramatic. Yeah.
Yeah. Giving you a high five as you walk past.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys tag teaming in and out of like wrestling matches.
Pew. Pew. Pew.
All right. Another 10
love your
points. Very good. Okay. Yeah. All three strike as usual. And it seems to have all kinds of, expected effects. It's blown back, a little tentacle maybe even goes flying off into the lava from the accumulated damage it's taken. Anything else?
Only thinking about how to throw the child without the limb knowing.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Racker, yeah, sorry. You're still so you are now going to be able to make your save with advantage. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Here's to be inspired. Hey, nice.
Nice.
Hey, and you shake it off
Yay!
like the
Shake it
song.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that's your turn. Yeah, Charlotte, you're looking straight at Charlotte. And it's Delyn's turn.
Mm-hmm. I am still being grappled, right?
You're still grappled until you break it.
Yep. Mm,
Oh, wait, sorry. You're now a large creature, aren't you?
yeah, I think the saber-tooth is a large, yeah.
Yeah, so actually you're no longer grappled.
Mm.
Yeah. It came away with a bunch of whiskers and fur in its tentacles.
Yeah. Then I am going to do a claw attack at him.
Okay.
That's 10 damage, 20 to hit.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, this I didn't expect this to happen, but he literally just gets sliced into chunks and he
Oh!
goes down.
Yay.
And then I'm going to move. I am going to whoops.
The look of fear on this little one's face.
I'm just gonna position myself right in front of it and snarl, growl.
Charlotte.
She'll chug a health potion.
Okay. How does it taste? Is it like I don't know what you like to drink.
It tastes like strawberries.
Tastes like
Strawberry
strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It doesn't really, but it tastes like cough medicine, but because you're so desperate for it, to you it tastes like strawberries in the moment. It's the elixir of life, practically. Okay. The little one starts screaming and is about to wink out. You can see that it starts to prepare itself to disappear when suddenly three creatures wink in. Boop, boop, boop. Stop, the leader says. They're the same ones from the library.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say they go at the same time. Byleth.
I'm gonna move a bit closer. And I'm gonna use the robe of entanglement. Pachoo. Hatchoo. And
I forgot about that.
which sounds even better because you actually have a cold, so it's
yeah.
it's like
Oh no. Okay. So,
uh-oh.
well,
Hmm.
didn't really work.
So who are you
But I
using it
tried.
on?
I obviously on the baby.
Well, I
So it
assume
doesn't.
so, but I wasn't 100% sure
Yeah, sorry.
because you moved up to next one of these guys, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
no.
what you
I
gonna?
should have clarified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
So that it
Okay,
would move, but plan failed. Yeah.
okay.
Okay. That's it.
Zanice. She wanted so bad to kill this one.
I will drink my health potion.
Oh, okay.
How much did they heal again?
2d4 plus 2. I should be able to program it. I can probably do that for you guys. Just roll it in here, 2d4 plus 2. You know how to do a roll? Yeah, there we
9.
go. All right, well done. Yeah, Cracker, you were out of it. Now you're in. Now you're back.
I'm going to dash to here,
Uh-huh.
and that's my action, isn't it? Once I dash, I can't take an attack.
Oops, wrong one. Sorry.
That is your action, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh gosh.
What are you doing there?
Fair
It does
enough.
not heal you 22 hit points.
That's nice.
That would be one hell of a healing potion. Okay, Delin, yeah. Well done,
Yeah.
Sophie.
I am going to shoot a glance at the Githyanki, and in my mind, I'm not gonna say anything to them, but I'm just gonna think, my kill, and then I'm gonna try and grapple it with my jaw. I'm not gonna do any damage, but just use my jaw to kind of clamp over his head and grapple.
Okay. Okay. I mean, you could say if you want to tell one of them that that it's your kill. That's a simple thing. I'll let you do that.
I'm a cat.
No, but you're telepathic, aren't you?
Yeah, but I think I need to use an action to activate my
Oh.
mind link. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm just gonna think it and just shoot him a glance and just mine.
Okay.
And
Okay.
do a
Yeah,
grapple.
they get the body language. So you're grappling. Go ahead and roll.
Is it strength or athletics?
So it's athletics. Oh,
Is it
see,
athletics to grapple
Sorry.
and acrobatics, or athletics to break a grapple?
well, it certainly should be, but whether it's strength or athletics, I have to double check again. See, even I don't know all the rules. Grapple.
I really should put a mark in the conditions
Yeah.
in my book.
So grappling is part of actual combat, making an attack. I know it's there.
That.
Yeah, grappling. Okay. Target strength is athletics. Sorry, yeah, you're rolling athletics if you have it.
Yep.
Which if you don't, it's just strength. And the target can choose between the higher athletics can choose between athletics or acrobatics.
Oh,
So
oh my god. I don't know why I had the +1 from.
guidance, it looks like, if you hover over it.
Yeah, but I don't have guidance. Oh, there you go. Okay, 10. Just
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
Laura, do you want to roll the opposing? You just roll the d20. I'll decide what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Are you busy? You can.
4.
I'll have somebody else do it.
I'm just afraid of rolling like
Oh,
natural 20 again, but It was a 4,
Oh,
so hopefully.
okay. Yeah, it's grappled. I mean,
Yay!
you all watch as Delin cat has got this little baby in its mouth. It's like so small that it's actually in its mouth completely. Okay, Charlotte.
Gosh. Hmm. I guess I'll just move down to where all the Kenoshan is. There doesn't seem to be any active combat going on at the minute.
I don't
Besides,
know. I mean, your one party member's got like the thing literally in its mouth.
yeah,
Somebody
it's
else looks like they're
baby.
standing there ready to like help carve it up. There's 3 other guys apparently getting pretty upset about the fact that somebody's eating their kill lunch, whatever you want to call it. It's like when you're really hungry and somebody else is eating avocado on toast and you know that that's the avocado on toast you ordered and they didn't order it, but they're pretending that they ordered it. I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe you don't like avocado on toast.
I love avocado on toast.
Well, there you go. That's how you feel.
Hmm.
I want to hear the fire, Sophie.
Are they like? Are they linked like telepathically with us?
Yes, they sent a message. They sent like a broadcast message out to everybody.
And will it cost an action to speak back to them telepathically?
Yeah. But
Okay,
then
in
you
that
can have
case,
like a quick response, sentence out, sentence in, 2-word rebuttal.
okay, I'll be like, what do you want?
The kill is ours. We explained this before. You've already cheated us. And he points at the dead mind flayer over there.
Did we agree to that? I don't remember.
You did not agree, but they did make their point. They did get their point across pretty clearly earlier. You didn't agree to let them take the kills. They asked if you would help them. You all declined. Okay.
I'll be like, oh, never mind.
Well, if you want to say yes, no, fuck you.
Yeah, I'll say no. Fuck you.
Really? Okay.
No.
I can't. I mean, you can. It just seems out of character for Charlotte, or maybe out of character for Sophie. But I
No.
don't know.
Shit.
I didn't you road rage either, so maybe you get cut off on the A40, and that's what happens. Like the real Sophie comes out, right?
No, shit. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, they're pretty serious people. So, and they immediately, I don't know, what would they do? I feel like one of them's going to shout, "Bad kitty, drop it."
We just said they're serious people.
But the other
Or-
2 are going to actually attack you with swords to get you to drop it. So let's have at least 2 attack rolls. I'm deciding if the third one's also going to attack you. I guess it will be 2 attack rolls. Daria and Sophie, go ahead and roll an attack roll each. Actually, I should have Yvonne roll some. You can roll the next ones, Yvonne, because you didn't get to do much.
1. 4. Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Well, you're pretty close with the ones. The way you shout, maybe it's actually affecting it.
I hope.
All right. So, Henrietta, you're going to get poked by one of these. They are wielding the biggest swords you have ever seen. They pull them out of these scabbards attached to their backs, and it's not until they pull them out that you realize the scabbards are actually, they're not like full scabbards that you're accustomed to seeing some of the people who use swords utilize. They seem to be more like loops, very large leather loops that are all engraved with gems and embossed with gems. And then the actual sword itself is this gleaming silver sword, 2-handed. But it's not even just like a typical 2-handed sword. It's actually almost as long as their entire bodies. And the whole thing is covered in delicate carvings, filigree, gems everywhere, little bits of gold. it's probably the most expensive and ornate looking sword you've ever seen in your lives. It looks like it's both potentially magical and extremely valuable. And this one is going to do 8 points of damage, but you feel that it is actually a psychic sword, and so you'll be able to resist it.
Oh. So everything is psychic
It's
from
almost
the.
like he planned it for you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Henrietta.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, Byleth, your turn.
I think
So
because
you've seen one of them actually, two of them attack your party member, and one of them actually cut your party member.
yeah, not so great.
But you don't have to attack. You can choose to do other things.
Well, I think I'd rather support Dylan than go against those guys, so I think I'm gonna cast haste on her
Ah,
to
okay.
for her to
Mm.
do other stuff,
Mm.
other big girl stuff. And this one weapon attack, would that also go for Dylan in cat form?
Sure.
Yay. Great. You go,
Sorry,
girl.
what was the second thing you said? What did I just agree to? What?
Well,
What?
that action can be used only to take the attack, one weapon attack only. Would that also imply that Dylan could make the second attack with, I don't know, her bite?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So
Mhm,
claws are considered natural weapons.
mhm. Okay.
Yep. Phew. I thought I just agreed to like something really like you were like, yay! I was like, what did I just say yes to? I fireball everybody. Level 9. What? Holy crap, I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Well done. Good. That was a good thought process. Almost snuck that one in there too. Yeah. Okay, good. Very dramatic. Do you move again dramatically?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna move here.
Okay. What what does it look like when Violet moves dramatically? Does she like put one arm across her face like she's got an imaginary cape, like she's the Phantom of the Opera, and then does the dashing motion,
Yeah.
like the
I'm
slow
also
dashing motion?
I'm going sideways, I'm doing like big steps sideways behind them to like maybe, so that they look at me instead of Dylan.
Well, I get it's definitely distracting everybody else.
I'm doing very loud steps too.
Oh, right, yeah, sideways,
Like
loud
clanky boots. Yeah.
stomping, yeah, like a giant space invader across the screen. Okay, well, Daria, I wonder if
Just
Zanice would be distracted and have disadvantage on her next attack while she's watching Violet out of the corner of her eye.
I'm just gonna say to them, they attacked us first, so it's her kill, not yours.
Excellent. Okay, and the one with the most jewelry who did the talking before and did not attack, um, will respond since you're asking and it's your action. So be it. They won't count as Rakma kills, but experience is always beneficial for warriors. Okay, Cracker.
Hopefully Steve's hiding. Okay,
Oh
so
yeah, Steve. Oh, they're here. And you all realize that as much as Violet was trying to be dramatic with her stomping, Steve definitely drew everybody's attention.
that's great. So talented. Okay, so yeah. Well, I think I'm raging and I'm just gonna hack away at that kid.
Oh
So
my
I tell
gosh.
you,
I'm just gonna hold it
I
up
hate
for
this
you.
kid.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'd like to be lawful good again. It's been so long since I was good.
Second attack, totally missed. But I got a couple of his legs, hopefully.
Oh my god, you gotta yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, I mean, he's restrained, so actually, don't you have advantage on attacks against it?
Yep. You do.
Second attack, though, right?
Sorry, are you rolling these 2 for the first attack?
Okay, yes, I am. And here comes the second attack.
Okay. Oh my
Wow.
god. Okay, so you did I'm gonna use the first set of numbers, but I guess the second one will be so it'll be 8. Oh, they're the same. And then we'll do what is going on here? 18
So
plus 2,
the last one
20.
doesn't count because I don't
to
have
be-
advantage on the second attack, right?
So
When
the
it's grappled, you do.
I do? Okay.
creature is restrained. So just double check the conditions because conditions are quite important. The creature is restrained, so all melee attacks against it have advantage.
All. Okay.
Yeah. So
So that means second attack as well. So that crit counts.
that crit counts, so that's a total of 28 points of damage.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like you basically put your sword through its belly twice. And it just like is bleeding out and it's crying at the same time. Psychic crying, which is somehow worse because it opens his mouth, you don't hear anything, but you all feel it in your heads.
Something?
And it sounds like a child.
You should have controlled your stupid unicorn.
It's an Oblex. Okay, well done. Yeah, killing babies. Yeah, that's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Mind flare.
baby.
Real baby.
My flare baby.
Oh, Zanice. Zanice doesn't. You had her. You had Zanice at baby. Okay. Talin.
Since I have it in my mouth, I'm just gonna do a bite attack. Just squeeze my jaw together.
Absolutely.
Wow. 213 speed.
Yeah. It's like so
And
small that it just like slips in between your
yeah,
your teeth.
it's slimy, so it just shifts position in my mouth.
Yep.
And I'm gonna do another one because of the haste.
Okay.
That's an
Okay.
18 to hit.
Uh-huh. And that's actually going to be enough to kill it. So you all watch as Delin bites down the second time, and this thing just pops like an overripe grape.
Jump.
Throw it to
Um,
lava.
He might have
Right.
loot.
Take the money out.
God damn it.
Shake
so
it. I'm just gonna
Open-
throw it to the side and just.
Well,
I'm
that
gonna do this later.
this is not how I expected this encounter to go at all. Okay, this is great. Okay.
No mercy.
Yeah, well done. Charlotte.
Okay. Who's the one that stabbed Lynn? Which one of these guys?
Let's see. Hang on. Let me just pull up images because I can't remember what. Oh, so that is the one that does all the talking. Did I tell you their names? Did you ask their names?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember their names? Because I do.
Did we-
Gretheth, Soreth, Permeth.
Oh, right.
Nice.
It was Permeth. Well done.
Mm.
But can I move on my turn?
Yes, you can. I thought you were
I
done.
just, yeah, I kind of thought about it now that I think I want to try move just to test them if they are going to attack me again.
No.
So I am going after I've thrown the mind flayer baby out of my mouth and harked a
Mhm.
bit. I'm just
Mhm.
gonna, I'm not gonna run or anything. I'm just gonna slowly start to move over
Yeah.
here just to see if they attack me.
Yeah. Okay. So before that happens, all three of them attack you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So let's have Yvonne. Yvonne, you get to roll all three of them.
Oh, great. Okay.
Oh, you didn't get to do much earlier.
A 1.
Oh.
Yeah, really. Oh, I had shitty rolls, and now what do you think's gonna happen? All those intelligent rolls. Okay, I won that one.
All right. Nice job, Yvonne. I might even let you do the damage.
That's great.
Oh.
No,
Why don't you roll 6d6?
once.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay, so
Dylan, I'm
that's
sorry.
26. Just to keep it simple, but you can have all three, have all of it together at once.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll be sitting here
Is
counting points.
it isn't plus something?
No,
just-
it's oh, sorry. Oh my God, I totally forgot. I'm sorry. I misread this. I should know this. That's the psychic damage. There's
Mhm.
actually been slashing damage the whole time.
I guess.
So you get all of that halved,
Mm-hmm.
but for the other attacks, which you had one attack earlier. I'll just do it all at once just to make it easier.
Mm-hmm. Then
6.
13.
So it's a total of 4 attacks, basically, right? 1 from before and 3 now.
Did everyone hit?
Uh,
The last one as well? The 6?
no, so the previous one that hit you.
Yeah. So it's 3 altogether.
Well, there's 3, but one's a crit, right?
Oh yeah, right.
So
Sorry.
So it's 4 altogether. 4 different it's 3 separate attacks. One of them is a crit, so
Yep.
actually it does matter what that is, because so this is what the slashing damage is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ouch.
It wouldn't have made a difference last turn because it was such a small amount relative to your total hit points, but now with the combined total, it shows up. So you've taken 13 from psychic this turn after the resistance, and then you take a total of 31 slashing altogether from various attacks that connected.
Mhm.
And you guys watch as, so Delin, you're no longer a cat, presumably.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Well, you
Mm.
guys all watch as Delin's fur is just like carved up all over the place. She looks like she's had a very bad session at the groomers.
They don't have sentinel or something. I can still move.
You can still move.
So over here.
All right. And Charlotte, your turn.
Okay. I'll cast magic missile then on this one. One
Oh,
closest
yeah.
to me.
Yeah. That
Um,
would be Permith.
Plymouth. Okay. Take this Plymouth. Pew.
Permith looks like that. Sorith looks like that. Grathis is the one that's got the most jewelry on him.
Okay.
Permith is the good-looking one.
Mhm.
Okay, magic missile 5. Oh yeah.
Pew. Right
Oh
in the face.
yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Well, they all hit, of course, and Permit does not look happy.
Good. But Charlotte will also move back a few paces after
Mm.
casting.
Does she do so dramatically?
she she does so in a way similar to Byleth, but going backwards.
Okay, clomp, clomp, clomp. One hand in front of your face like you're holding up an imaginary cape. Okay, we're gonna use this initiative count for them as well. So they are going to go. I guess they will. Yep. I feel like they're going to go after Delin, but there's like a lot of other targets in the way. Well, Delin's the one that stole the kill, so they're going to go after Delin.
I thought they
So-
did said that didn't matter anyway because it wasn't part of their. That's why I tested them.
Well, they're pretty vicious. There are no opportunity attacks because they literally just blink and then reappear next to Delin. Boop, boop, boop. And actually, I forgot. Each of these guys attacks twice. It's okay because it only matters on the regular attacks, not the reactions. So technically, there were 2 attacks we should have rolled. the first time around, but we didn't. But now they're all going to attack. So it'll be 6 different attacks.
Now I'm dead.
Great.
Yvonne, roll 2. Laura, roll 2. Daria, roll 2.
Double 1.
Oh,
And
wow.
Dylan also
Wait, sorry, I
has
did
plus
D6.
2.
Sorry.
No, you didn't. You didn't. What?
I
You
did
didn't do-
D6.
Sorry.
Did you? Oh, I was
Yeah.
wondering, like 4 and 1. That's pretty good.
Wow, that's pretty
Yeah,
good. Yeah, well,
yeah.
9 and 9, that's not bad.
Okay, so
Dylan also
Dylan.
has plus 2 for AC.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Good. Well done.
15.
15. So, unfortunately, these swords are very sharp and they seem to be very skilled at them. So, the first 2 are definitely going to hit. The second 2 will both, well, we should do each roll separately because you have very few hit points left as a cat, right?
Yeah.
So
And the
let's
first hit is going to take me out.
Okay, so let's just do the
So
attacks
And then-
separately.
when I go out, I have 18 armor class.
Okay,
That's what that
so
is.
the first one's going to be a slashing attack for 9 points.
Mhm.
You still a cat?
No.
Okay.
I
Now,
just need to calculate how much I take as me after.
so you
Yeah.
keep track of the total damage, the actual damage. I'll give you the revised numbers after resistance.
Yeah.
So this is psychic, so you'll take 3. So total of 12 for the first one. You're no longer a cat. I'm going to get rid of this. Okay.
And now my armor class is 18.
Right. Okay. Very good. The second one, the second one that attacks is going to roll 2 dice, and it's going to be a 9 and 2, and both of those are going to miss. Sorry, just one sec. Need to get up that. And the third one rolls 2 9s. Those are both going to hit because that's the one. Those are from
Wow.
Grathith.
Yeah,
And
plus 90. That's crazy.
Grathis is going to do 16 points of slashing damage
Mhm.
plus another 4 points of psychic after your resistance.
So 20.
Yeah.
Altogether. Yeah. Still up.
Okay. I mean, you guys are just watching Delin getting carved up like a holiday turkey. If you eat turkeys. If not, maybe it looks like a Rotha roast. Byleth, what do you do?
Yes. I gave them the benefit of the doubt because, maybe they weren't gonna attack Dylan, but now that I see her so, so bad, I'm scared. I'm scared. So I'm gonna attack them with Scorching Ray.
Oh.
1 each, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. But you. And from left to right.
Okay. Okay, so the first one hits.
Mhm.
It does a little bit of damage. You feel like you probably would have been better off concentrating all of them on one of them. The second one goes over the edge, disappears, and the third one will also hit. I'm not going to bother with like things like
Maybe they will
cover.
apologize.
Yeah, that was literally what I was. It's like you read my mind again.
Well, we never know.
If we ever do a My Little Pony campaign, you're definitely going to be rocking it. Absolutely.
Oh God.
Or Teletubbies. Okay, Zanice.
Smooth.
How are you guys doing? Do you guys need to take a break? Because it's almost 11 actually. We can pick up after this. After Daria's turn. Yeah, you go ahead, Daria. Go ahead.
Magic missile.
Oh yeah. All
This
3?
one.
Okay.
Oh, this
He's
one.
the most wounded one.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
pronounce his name.
Permith, Soreth, and Grathith.
Pew, pew,
Uh,
pew.
Yeah, 12. All right. He's looking very seriously injured now. Bloodied even. And Steve is, you can, although he's disappeared from you because he's obviously hiding behind something, you can hear him blubbering away. Oh my God, they're going to carve me up and serve me with like a bit of sesame oil. Do you guys want to take a break now? Since I know Yvonne probably does.
Yeah, we can do that.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
See you in a bit.
See ya.
Yep. See you. Hi. We hope you're enjoying this episode, and if so, please like and subscribe. And remember, the next time your DM says, roll initiative, yell back,
Here.
Here, hold my
earrings.
Here, my earrings.
This is good. I think we only need this take.
all right. So it is Cracker's turn.
Liking what I'm seeing. And so I'm going to run up to here. And this dude is the leader dude, right? Right here?
No. So Grathith, can you see the names?
No.
No, I can't.
Okay, that's because I haven't given you the permission to see the names.
Grathis is the leader, right?
He's the leader.
Well, I come to here then.
He's got the most bling, basically. So
Bling bling this, buddy.
oh, sounds like you've used that phrase before.
Maybe. Okay, so I am reckless because I mean it's Delin. You're attacking my mom. What the hell? And I'm gonna take a swing
Oh yeah, that hits.
and hold on, sorry. Normal. Take another swing.
Yeah, that bounces off the armor that he obviously has underneath all his bling and his rags.
Damn.
It's weird. He's
Cut
got
his
like all
glad
this,
rags.
all these gold chains and jewels, but he's also he's covered in what appear to look like mummified relic type rags. Right? He looks like he's a walking mummy, but he's obviously not undead, which some of you have encountered before.
Has any effect? Like
The
I,
fifth-
I see the second one bounced off, but the first one didn't look like it.
It connected,
any
and
effect?
definitely there was a puff of dust and some ichor oozing out. The second one sort of bounced off. It cut off a bit of rag, but it basically bounced off the armor. Okay. Anything else for Cracker?
Me.
Okay. Delin.
Yes. I am going to use my bonus action and turn into a saber-toothed tiger.
Man, I just got rid of that thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I am going to use my action to claw Grathith. Grathith. That guy. Nope, that misses. Why do my claws always miss? And my second hasted attack at the same. Oh,
There you
22
go.
for
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, that rakes him across the chest. And little chain, little links of gold go flying everywhere.
I restrained myself from chasing the gold.
Little shiny bits of gold.
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm fighting. I'm going to stay.
Later, after one of them goes sliding off into the lava,
Yeah.
you hear somebody in the darkness shout, "My precious!" Okay. Speaking of precious, Charlotte.
Ah. Can you move diagonally like this? Or do I have to go like this?
No, you can move diagonally.
Yeah, okay. So I'll move, let's see. Down, move down here. Oh, I'll move down here.
Okay.
And I can't get any closer. Bugger.
Well, I mean, you can dash.
True,
You
but
you just can't use your action. You can't do it without using your, unless you have a spell like Misty Step, which you probably don't have yet.
no worry. Can I prepare a dash? Does that work? Or not prepare, but ready a dash.
You can ready a dash based on a catalyst, yes.
Mm,
You can't ready your movement, but you can ready any action, which includes dash. But you might as
Can
well
the
just
catalyst
shoot
be
somebody.
something that I do?
Something you do?
Yeah.
You're going to ready your action based on something you do?
Yes. Is that possible?
Well, mechanically, what are you thinking?
Hmm.
I don't mean that aggressively. I don't mean like, what are you thinking? I mean, I mean, genuinely, what are you thinking?
I
Because
just
logically, right, you're using your action. This is your turn. So if your catalyst is for you to do something, you don't have anything else. You once your turn's over, other than your reaction, you won't be able to do anything. Now you can ready an action to do something that isn't caused by an enemy, but the only other time you could do something out of your turn is your reaction, but that's what the ready action is going to utilize to react
I
to
see.
somebody.
Okay.
And you can't carry it over from one turn to the next turn.
Hmm.
But if you had something in mind, tell me, and maybe there is a way to do it.
No, I really don't think it's. I just didn't want to waste my action because I don't really have. I have no spell slots. I have no ranged thingamabobbers.
Don't you have any cantrips?
I do, but it's shocking touch, and then
Oh, yeah.
prestidigitation, and
Well, you should always have like a crossbow or something.
yeah, I need to
And
get
if
one.
you do. If you don't, you do. There's nothing wrong with a perfectly good mundane attack. Ask any fighter or barbarian.
Can I throw my knife?
Yes, absolutely. That is a dagger. A dagger has a short range of 20 feet, which would make this a long range attack, which would mean you would roll it with disadvantage because it's out of your range. But
Okay.
it's perfectly feasible. You could even pick up a rock and throw it.
Oh my gosh! Can I throw a rock? I want to throw a rock. I want to save my dagger because it's precious, but I want to throw a rock.
I'll tell you what, if you take off a slipper and throw it at them, I'll even let you do it without disadvantage.
Okay, I'll throw a shoe in that case. Take this.
And shout, but you have to shout, "Stop it! Leave them alone, you beasts!"
Stop it! Leave them alone, you beast! Is that a quote from somewhere?
I just feel like it's appropriate in this case. It's like somebody trying to stop two dogs fighting or something. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else find this funny, or am I the only one? Okay. Roll your attack.
Is it literally just like a D20? Because I don't actually have a slipper.
Yeah, no. It has it as a weapon on your inventory.
I don't have a slipper attack.
It's just D20.
If it was a wooden clog, I'd even let you use your strength bonus. Yeah, so your shoe goes skating across the surface and falls over the edge.
Oh no.
Was it a high heel boot or something? Because now you're walking with a limp.
I had a little kitten heel.
Okay. Well, there you go. I won't penalize you for losing a shoe, but if you want to role play occasionally that you don't have a shoe, I will absolutely love it. I think we'll all think it's incredibly funny.
I'll make a note in my character sheet. Missing a shoe. Needs a shoe.
Think about it. Which shoe? What type of shoe? Okay. The Gith, one of them having watched you throw a shoe at it, looks at you, gives you like the 2 fingers to their eyes, 2 fingers to your face, 2 fingers back to their eyes type of look, and then proceeds to attack Delin again. Actually, they won't. They'll. This one will literally come over here just to deal with you for the shoe
No.
because that was insulting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I understand. 6. Okay, so there's going to be 3 opportunity attacks if people want to use their reactions.
Yes.
They do.
So,
Ow.
Delin, you go first.
Okay. Mm,
What did I do to my
Ugh.
screen?
22 for 14 slashing.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Oh, that bastard called me a pet. So that's payback for calling me a pet.
Okay, yeah. Well done. He looks very badly injured. He's now regretting having done that. Violet, you go ahead and roll.
Oy.
Okay. What's going on here? He's almost dead. He's like literally dying. Like Violet is stabbing him in the back with a dagger, and he's
Goes
still
Denise.
coming. He's still coming at Charlotte. What did you say?
Goes Denise.
Oh, goes Anise. Yeah, goes Anise.
I should get advantage for that.
Definitely.
Well, they are flanking while he goes past them, so.
Okay.
17.
Oh, and as he literally reaches Charlotte and is raising his sword, Zenise, what is Zenise using as the weapon?
Dagger.
The dagger sinks into the back of his neck, and you, Charlotte, you watch as the sword comes down over your head, and then the dagger comes through the back of the neck, through the front of his throat, and silver and green ichor sort of starts to ooze out the front, and he just falls to his knees with the sword over his head, and then falls backwards with the sword clattering on the ground behind him, dying at your feet.
Nice. Epic.
Give a Bailer high five.
High five.
High
My
five.
thoughts exactly. High five.
Very nice. How does Charlotte feel about all that?
She's like stunned, looking down at him and
Does she...
checking his feet to see if he's got any shoes.
I was just
Bad
gonna say,
shoes.
does he try to steal his boots? Nice. I'm glad you and I were thinking on the same page there. That's really good. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to go to the next to Violet. The other two still have to go. Okay. Sorith, seeing Permeth go down, gets very angry and will attack Delin twice. Yeah, Laura, Yvonne,
Oh, but
and then
Wink. 1.
nice.
15. So the 15 is going to hit, obviously. This is 7 slashing and 3 psychic, so that's pretty good. So you take a total of 8 that turn from that guy. Yeah. And then the second one, Grathith, the leader, is okay. Yeah. I know this is not gonna be nice, but okay. What is the distance here? Sorry, I forgot that. Okay, so you he's going to cast a spell, and Delin, you feel this invisible force seem to grip you from your waist and shoulders. Let's have a strength saving throw. Oh, sorry, it's a grapple, so it's your strength check, just strength, not
Okay.
athletics.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
18.
Oh yeah. So you start being pulled towards the edge of the cliff, towards the lava, and you dig your claws in, and your inspiration, although you didn't really need it,
No.
gives you the additional oomph to sort of resist as this invisible force seems to be pushing you towards the lava. Yeah,
Bastard.
bastard. Bastard.
Bastard.
Bastard.
All right, that'll be their turns. Violet, your turn.
I want to go here and use my breath weapon
Uh-oh.
in this direction. Wait, like this? Like
Mm,
this?
very dramatic.
Where? Okay. So that I won't hit Dylan or Cracker, obviously.
I can see a little
Yeah.
Sophie rubbing off on you, Laura.
Oh, God. Okay. Pew. Bam. And 2d20s. Oy.
Constitution saves?
Okay.
Dexterity saves. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So is it a save for half?
Yeah, it's half damage.
Okay. All right, so you splatter them both with a little bit of acid. They both dodge out of the way a little bit.
Hmm.
Grathith was already somewhat injured from Delin and Cracker, but Sorith, who had, I was going to call it pristine, but it looks like rags. So his rags just sort of melt a little bit, and you see more and more of his armor underneath, which looks absolutely amazing. Okay. Anything else for Byleth? Dramatic move away.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell a dramatic fuck or something like that. I don't know. And
A few
yeah, I'm gonna
episodes ago, we had a lot of breasts, and now we have a lot of F-bombs.
like this. I'm gonna move like this.
The 18 plus episodes. Okay. Zanice.
Soref gets a magic missile.
Okay.
Pew, pew, and pew. And
All
I'm
right.
gonna use my bonus action to restore one spell slot.
Excellent. Well done. Cracker.
Gonna keep hacking away in a wild rage.
Mm.
Take that.
At Grathith, you mean?
Oh yeah.
Just
I do terribly.
okay.
At Grathith.
Okay.
Oh Grathith, take that.
All right. So first of all, just to be clear, you're attacking recklessly, you said.
Nope. I'm not recklessly attacking this turn. I'm just raging.
Oh, okay. Okay. So both of the attacks are going to skate off of his armor completely.
I know.
Damn.
He's very well armored. I mean, it's hard to see underneath all the rags, but it's every time you cut away, more rags fall off, and you see that it's very ornate. It looks almost ancient as well, right? It's not culturally something you're familiar with, so it doesn't look like orcish armor or human armor, but it looks, in its odd way, it looks like it's also very old, although it's in incredibly good condition and obviously very resistant to damage. Anything else for Cracker? She moving?
Staying there.
Delin.
I am going to squeeze my way through here and to get flanking on Grathith.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah. Okay. Right.
I can jump over the shoulders just to land on the other side.
Okay.
And claw. And 16 doesn't hit. And one more. 23 for 13 slashing.
So you'll get advantage on one attack, on the first attack.
Oh, when flanking?
Yeah, because
Oh, I thought it was both. Then I miss on both.
okay. Okay, so and you're staying there, are you?
Yeah, I know what
Okay.
you're thinking. But yeah.
Charlotte.
Okay, I'll use a bonus action then to recover a spell slot. 2.
Huh?
I'll use Arcane Recovery. I mean,
That's not how arcane recovery works for wizards.
huh?
Post in the chat. Zanice is a sorcerer.
Uh-uh.
Post in the chat.
I
Okay.
see.
So what are you doing?
In that
Always
case,
just read stuff. Well, just double check how it works and read it before you. Okay, so what do you want to do in your action?
in that case,
Movement, action.
I will. I don't want to get too close. I'll just throw my dagger. It seems. I don't want to get rid of my other shoe either.
Okay, but if you get closer, you can throw your dagger without disadvantage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll move here
Okay.
and then throw Grathith.
Okay. So you should have a dagger attack. You can go ahead and just click that. And keep track of the fact that you lost your dagger.
Okay.
Okay, so that dagger is going to go flying past.
No.
Yes. Let's see. Does it go over the edge? I mean, it could. Why don't you roll a d20 and we'll call it 50-50 if it goes flying over the edge. Oh no! Ooh, skate, skirt, slide, and then over the edge. You don't even hear it. It doesn't even make a sound. It just disappears.
Oh no.
I hope that wasn't like the dagger that was given to you by like your best friend.
Nah.
Charlotte doesn't have friends.
She has.
Oh,
We're friends.
friendship is the real treasure.
Can I have your dagger, Violet?
No.
We're not
Not
that
mine,
good
but you're gonna have to
friends.
wait.
I heard this great joke. It's a little long. Do you want to hear
Yeah, sure.
Always.
it? Okay. So apparently this was a joke told to a comedian who, from his father, who grew up in Soviet Russia. And the joke is, fellow communist, my comrade, if you had 2 houses and I had none, would you give me one? And the other communist says, yes, of course, comrade, I would. And if you had 2 cars and I had none, would you give me one? Of course, comrade, I would certainly give you one of my cars. And if you had 2 chickens, would you give me one if I had none? I said, no, I would not. Why not? Because I have 2 chickens. Okay, maybe I didn't tell
I
that
got
very well.
I get it. I get it.
Okay, so what are they doing? Speaking of chickens,
I did.
because in never mind. I think if I explain it, it's only worse. Okay, all right. 2 attacks. Let's have the 2. Well, I guess Henrietta's a chicken mom, so she can't attack herself. Yvonne and Laura, you guys go both attack for Grathith this time. Grathith, rather.
1.
Okay, so 1 is going to definitely hit. And that'll be. Oh man, there's so many calculations. This is exhausting. And I gotta. So 15 slashing and 9 psychic.
Oh, 15 and 4.
No. So 9 psychic is what you get after resistance.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to. So it's 24. I couldn't hear you. Did you say 24? Is that what you said?
No, I didn't.
You thought I was rounding down round. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the second one. Go ahead, Daria and Sophie, please.
One.
That's gonna hit. Yeah. Good try. So the second one's going to miss. The first one's going to hit. and that'll be 10 points of slashing and 1 point of psychic. That's after resistance.
Yep.
So another 11, basically.
Yep.
Okay. Is Delin bloodied?
Mhm.
Everybody can see that.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Byleth.
Okay. I'm gonna attack this one. Wait.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
after they. No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, they will actually. After they attack Delin, they're gonna jump. Ooh. I feel like they want to jump someplace a little further away from the dangerous barbarian. Hey, how's it going,
No.
Charlotte?
Why did they ninja teleport behind me?
Well, it was either that or Zanice. You two have been consistently doing a lot of magic missile damage. Oh, actually, well, one of you caused the death of him by throwing a shoe and distracting. So,
That wasn't me.
yeah, I feel like your shoe is probably the. Okay, Violet, your turn.
Yes. Okay. Huh. Hmm. Okay. I think I'm gonna go here.
Mhm.
And I will try to thunder wave them.
Oh yeah.
That wouldn't get Charlotte also, right? Or would I have to go one here? 'Cause it's a
That
15
that
wave.
that definitely would get Charlotte. It's probably better if you actually stay here or maybe even go this way.
Oh, uh-huh.
But there's definitely an angle. There you can avoid Charlotte.
Okay, I want to avoid Charlotte.
But the question is,
And
do you want to?
yes. I want to.
I mean, Charlotte might be looking at your feet thinking she could probably fit into your shoes.
I know. Oh, I will take that. That would be all right. Okay. She can have my shoes if she wants to. Thunder wave.
Oh,
Yeah. Because I'm a dragonborn, so my feet are probably like harder, more sturdy.
probably.
Mm.
All right.
5 and 18.
Ooh. So Grathis is definitely going to make his save. Yep. And is it 10 feet back?
Mhm.
Okay, so Sorith is going to fail his save and get pushed back 10 feet, and he also obviously takes full damage. Grath takes a little bit of damage, doesn't get pushed back.
All right.
Zanice? Sorry, who are you targeting? Oh, it doesn't matter, it's fine. But just tell me who you're targeting next time. Can
Hello?
anyone else? Yeah,
Yeah.
I magic missile Grafov.
okay. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I don't know why. 12 points, right? Yeah, pew pew pew.
Pew pew pew.
Well done. Normally, I think magic missile's not that exciting, but in this case, it's very consistent. Okay. Anything else for Zanice?
Oh,
Okay. Does Zanice make a comment about Charlotte's missing a shoe?
she doesn't even notice.
Oh, wow.
Ouch.
I know.
Scathing.
Really?
Well, Byleth is covering Charlotte,
That's
so
true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay. Yeah, cracker. I saw Yvonne jumped ahead and she backed up.
Like, wait, not my turn yet. Not my turn. Okay. Is it a free action to drop something?
Yes.
So if I have my
It's not even
dagger
it's
in
not
my
even
belt,
a free item interaction. You can just do it. A free
so if
item
I have a
interaction.
dagger in my belt, is that an action? And I like drop it because that's where I hold all my weapons.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You want
Yeah.
to give one to Charlotte,
Charlotte.
basically.
Yeah.
So it'll be a free item interaction if you draw a weapon or, limber or shield or something. In my game, I allow you to do it with do a shield and as a free item interaction. Normally, it's an action to don a shield. If you wanted to
Because I'm
drop
doing
it,
2, right? I'm pulling it out and dropping it.
yeah. So pulling it out is definitely a free item interaction. Dropping it is just free. So you could just drop it at your feet.
Yep. And being that we're side by side, I wink and
That's another free item interaction. No.
so many free interactions. I love this. I do a little dance.
Yay.
I tell this bastard that his days are numbered, and I am recklessly attacking Grathith.
Okay.
Grathith.
Yeah. Like true Madrid Spanish.
Sorry, the second one's not advantage.
Yep.
Me and my
Okay, so 21 hits, 22 is also going to hit.
kind of low damage, but hopefully slashy does something.
Yeah. And then another. Yeah, that's right. I did calculate. Okay. Yeah, Grathith looks pretty badly banged up. They both do now. Oh, well, maybe not Sorath, but Grathith looks terrible. Anything else for Cracker?
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. The blade clatters at Cracker's feet. Charlotte can definitely reach down and grab it if she wants later. Dalin?
Yes. I am going to use my super speed after the haste to. Oh, sorry. That was weird. Go over here and get a straight line down here to pounce
Mm.
the Grathith.
Mhm.
Do I get flanking now as well? Because of Cracker?
From this direction or this direction, you would, but from this direction, no.
Yeah, but I'm landing here.
So can you post what the pouncing thing?
I can, I think. Let's see.
Oh, you have to run 10 feet in a straight line.
Let's see. No, I need to have 20 feet, so no flanking. But I'm still gonna. Then I'm gonna stand over the freaking dead Githyanki.
Oh,
Down
okay.
here, yeah,
Okay.
and he can see my delicates. And pounce.
Nice. Okay, so you're pouncing on Grathith.
Yes.
And that's
a
an attack roll. 19 to hit. Okay, yeah, so that succeeds.
Well,
Wait.
it hits, but he needs to save.
Oh, he needs to
So,
save, right. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, so
Cross our
right,
fingers.
right, okay.
No.
Oh,
man.
It's like,
Never.
he just goes, bad kitty, and he smacks you across the face.
But I still have
But-
another attack.
But he does take the damage from the original
Yeah.
slashing, right? Okay. Yeah.
And I'm going to do a claw attack as
Okay.
well. 16. I guess that misses.
Yeah, it just kind of scrapes against his armor.
Yeah.
But he's looking bad. He's looking pretty bad. Nice. Charlotte.
Okay, so is it a free action to like pick up the dagger from the ground?
It's a free item interaction to
Item
yeah.
interaction.
So if you drop anything, including yourself, that's free. So you can drop to the ground or bend down in this case. To stand up, that's half your movement. So bending down is free. Standing up is half your movement. So literally you'd be bending down for free. Picking up the item would be a free item interaction. Then you stand up, that's half your movement. So you've used your free item interaction and your half your movement, and now you still got your bonus action, your regular action, and still half your movement.
Fabulous. Can I stab the Grathith from this angle?
Yes.
Yes. I'll stab him.
But you could also use shock and grasp because now he's next to you.
Yeah.
That would be a waste. And
Why is it a waste? It's a cantrip. It's free.
because Cracker dropped the dagger just for me.
Oh, I see. Yes, that's true. That's sweet. Oh,
You're doing it to be nice. The Cracker.
It's like a
Thank you.
cool combo attack.
It's the effort. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bless. She tries.
So nice.
Okay. I guess. So this one is going to Sorith is going to squeeze in and double attack Charlotte since she successfully attacked his leader with that shitty little dagger. Um, Laura?
Good quality dagger?
Yeah, Laura and Henrietta, why don't you roll an attack since most of the attacks have been against you? So you get to roll an attack.
10.
Ooh, what is Charlotte's armor class? He says with a very high pitched voice.
20. No, it's 12.
Yeah. Porcupines to the DM, not good. 12. Okay. So actually, the first attack goes against Charlotte, and Charlotte has how many hit points left? I mean, no, don't tell me. Don't tell me. It's okay. We're just gonna roll it because I know what you have roughly. So Charlotte is down. And the second one is part of the first attack, but well, I guess. So it won't kill Charlotte. That's fine. Phew, that was close. Charlotte is down. She's bleeding out, and she looks like shit. I mean, not just because she's missing a shoe. The second attack is he's going to attack. I guess since he's got that extra attack, he'll attack Byleth because Byleth's next door.
Hello.
Hello. He says
The
hello,
neighbor.
and then he like swacks you. But he's going to miss.
Yay.
And then he reaches down with one hand while still holding the other hand. He puts the tip of the blade down into the ground while still holding the handle. And then he reaches down one bony hand to grab Grathith's hand. And Grathith closes his eyes, lifts the other hand that was holding a sword, which he then sheathes, and he puts out a hand forward, wiggles his fingers, closes his eyes, and did I make a mistake? And they wink out.
Damn it.
Cowards.
No.
Oh, I wanted that bling.
Yeah.
No.
We got one.
Yeah, we got one. And 2 mind players. Oh, Charlotte. God damn it. I'm gonna go out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out to wild shape.
Bump, bump.
And
The
I am
wizard
going
is
to
dying. Bump, bump.
A
Bump,
bottle
bump.
pump second
Everybody's
level.
too busy going after loot. Charlotte's just rolling. Like, what do I find in the body? Okay, roll some dice. Yeah, what do I find in the body? Roll some dice. Charlotte, roll your death save.
I cast a healing word. 10 healing.
All right. Well done.
And then I'm gonna start rummaging the Githyanki, who called me a pet. And I don't feel any guilt about rummaging.
Okay. The first thing you notice is that it has an amulet that's tucked in under its armor. It is gold links with large gold discs dangling from every third link. And at the bottom, there is a very large golden amulet that has a small circle of what appear to be rubies and diamonds with a larger green stone in the middle that you suspect may be an emerald, but it could be something else. You're not an expert. And that is there. It has what appears to be 2 rings. One is either silver or platinum, the other one is gold. and they're very finely carved, also decorated with what appear to be a number of different kinds of gems of different colors. And then the sword itself, which is the most amazing looking sword you have ever seen in your life. Even when you used to work for Queen Titania of the Feywild, and you would occasionally, although you never were called, you were too low ranking at the time to have a personal audience with Queen Titania. She would occasionally go out amongst the people, whether it was just traveling from place to place or sometimes for ceremonial reasons. And between her and her honorary guard, you would have seen some of the most beautiful things produced by the Eladrin of the highest class of elves, as it were. And this does not even compare. It
Hmm.
makes all of those things look both incredibly poorly crafted, and the amount of bling on this sword. I mean, the edge is so sharp, and the sword itself is so well crafted and smooth. You can barely even feel the edge without before you start cutting yourself. It's that sharp. But at the same time, every other surface that isn't part of the cutting surface is covered in gems and gold, and it looks like it should be ceremonial only, but it is obviously incredibly effective, as you well know. Plus, there's a certain tingle that comes from the blade as you interact with it. You think it's because it's attuned to psionic capability, although you're not technically a psionic in the same sense. You do have some psionic and psychic abilities, and so it does somewhat interact with you. You also feel a psychic impression that you sense may be the sword itself being tied to Permith.
Huh.
But it is slowly fading as you are holding this thing. Okay, besides Henrietta, let's go in order. Yvonne, does Cracker want to do anything?
Oh, I'm just gonna come over and look at all the fancy stuff.
Yeah. I mean, your eye for really nice special things is not quite as refined as Dylan's. But you know a thing or two about martial weapons, and you are very impressed by this sword. It feels, if she allows you to handle it, it feels like the weight is incredibly well balanced, despite it being an incredibly large two-handed sword. It's not heavy at all, and the balance is nearly perfect. Like you can balance the whole thing on your very muscular and strong hands by just holding it. You literally place the blade on one hand edge, like you hold your hand sideways with your thumb pointing upwards, but tucked underneath into your palm. The blade itself rests on your index finger, and you find the magical point between both halves of the sword so that it balances completely perfectly. And it's very nicely balanced in the hilt so that it doesn't feel heavy even if you are holding it out with both of your hands straight out in front of you.
Nice blade.
It is. I think Baleth needs to take a look at it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, everything. There might be some magic in the rings and the amulet as well.
Speaking of Byleth, what does Byleth want to do?
Um, well, huh. Um, I also want to take a look at the Mind Flayer, but first I want to cast Detect Magic, I guess.
Okay, well, the detect magic will take 10 minutes, so we'll
Mhm.
come back to you on that. But if you want to look at the Mind Flare before you start casting, which one? You can look at one of
Um,
them.
Well, I think it would make sense if there are also magical items on there. So, the big one.
Okay.
Pew.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello. I don't think he's gonna answer.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, he's just been laying there pretending to be dead.
Yeah.
And suddenly he
Oh
just
god.
gloms onto your face like
Oh
Steve from
no.
Alien, and you just watch
Oh.
as Violet starts getting sucked out from the inside.
Bye.
Uh, so the first thing you notice is that as it's dying, it literally starts to melt into a puddle of slime. You can feel the psychic energy, not in the same way that, say, Delin is a telepath, not that you would know exactly how Delin feels about it, but it's not like there's a communication so much as you can sense something. Maybe because you're close, maybe because you're trying, maybe because you're a wizard, maybe because you have high intelligence. You don't know exactly why that's the case. But it's also fading. And somewhere deep down inside, because you do have very high arcana, you understand that conceptually there seems to be something that should be able to be done to preserve the essence. It has to be done quickly, and you don't know what it is.
Ugh. Okay.
And then you start detecting magic.
Hmm.
It also has very ornate clothes. I mean, this is a creature that clearly is at the top of its social hierarchy within the universe from which it comes. I don't mean universe like the literal sense. I mean just sort of like a social setting. It doesn't have to be the leader of all of its kind, but it's certainly, you know, similar to some of the merchant princes you've seen in Chult, right? They sit at the top of their socioeconomic food uh, chain, and you know, the poor in Chult, you know, were obviously very poor. The people who were middle class were obviously very middle class, you know, by the way they dress, their ornateness, you know, jewelry. This thing is towards the top, right? It's covered in what appear to be jewels. Nothing as fancy as the Githyanki, but it's still incredibly beautiful. The difference between the Githyanki is that the few jewels and weapons they have are very, very nice. The rest of it looks like literally it was from, you know, an ancient burial site and not well preserved. This thing, although it has some really nice looking jewels, everything is fine. This the clothing it's wearing is made of some combination of some of it is silks, some of it is material that you don't even recognize. It feels so light that even though it's resting on your palm, you don't feel it. It almost floats in the air if you sort of toss it up gently, and yet it sits very comfortably and smoothly. It seems to be soft, but also is obviously strong because it has things like gems sewn into it and other little items. There are lots of pockets that hold little knickknacks. Most of them don't seem to mean anything to you. Some of them are smooth, round stones. Some of them are things that could be semi-precious gems, or they just could be random items. They're very alien to you. Uh, there are also various devices that you don't recognize and you don't understand their manufacture. There's a long tube that has a number of different dials on them, which presumably you aren't touching yet. But the tube itself looks like it could be, it's about half the size of a normal scroll tube. So you don't know if it's a scroll tube, it just is a tube, and it has these dials, these round dials, as if they were discs in the middle of the tube. And that's something that you've not seen before. And on the discs, around each of the edges of the discs are a number of different runes or carvings, a series of 10 of them in each case, and there are 6 of those on this particular device. There is also a small there's a small device. It looks to you like a wand. Um, it could be magical, might not be. And that's what you find aside from the obvious, you know, mundane items. Like there's a small bag of obviously gold coins.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Daria, what would Zanice like to do?
Up to the child.
Yeah.
Look, that he has something valuable.
Oh, I thought you were just going to push him into the lava.
First
Yeah.
gold, then lava.
First gold, then lava. He has a gold tooth.
I take it.
the rest of you watch as Anise is struggling to pull this gold tooth out of this crushed baby's forehead.
Come out! Come out! Stupid child. Give it.
Your foot slips a little bit, and it kind of like gets stuck in like the greasy muck that is all the detritus and the sludge that came out of this creature after Delin chewed through it, and Cracker stabbed it a couple of times. It's also covered in very fine clothing, similar to the larger one. Although you haven't really seen what Byleth was handling, you can tell this is incredibly well made. The stitching is super delicate. You're not familiar, even in all of your travels, you're not familiar with anything that looks like this or feels like this. There are a number of, you don't know for sure if because you're not familiar with their society or their culture or their language, you're not sure if some of the, so for example, if you can imagine, it's wearing something that looks a bit like a robe or a shawl coat, like a long length coat, along the edge that would sit around the neck, the shoulders, and come down to the floor on either side of the opening. There are a number of runes and various devices that are sewn, not devices like physical objects, but devices like embroidery sewn into the edges of the clothing in what looks like silver or maybe some sort of silver gold blend cloth and fibers and threads. And it may be that it means something, maybe it's just decorative. The child also has one ring. It looks like a ring, but it's actually attached to a tentacle. So it's actually sitting on a tentacle. There is also something that looks like a very small necklace dangling from its throat. And when you look at it, it seems to have a small button. Presumably, you're not opening it yet, but it looks like it might have a small button that you can depress. What it does, if you depress it, you won't know until you try it.
Can I? I'm just gonna put everything I found aside, get baby naked, and throw it into the lava.
And it just sort of rolls, and then just sort of, you watch it sort of bounce off of a couple of surfaces and then disappears into the lava without making any noise. It's too far away to hear it.
Nice.
Are you satisfied now?
All right. Well, I don't know, Sophie. It sounds like it might be a little anticlimactic for Charlotte, but does Charlotte want to do anything specific?
I guess suppose just look to see if there are any shoes, spare shoes, just a single shoe.
Yeah. Well, the Mind Flayers does it never actually touched the ground, you now realize. It was always levitating off of the ground. But so first of all, both of these creatures, they don't have feet like yours. They are bipedal, but the Mind Flayers' feet are webbed and they have almost claw-like feet. They're not claws like curved claws, but they protrude out. There are long, sharp nails on them, so they're anatomically a little bit different from yours. Although I don't know for sure what Charlotte's feet are like. Does Charlotte have? Is she really embarrassed by her feet?
No, they're just regular feet.
Okay, well, they're not regular feet. The Githyanki doesn't have regular feet either. The Githyanki's feet are incredibly narrow, possibly because there's no flesh, almost no flesh at all on them. It does wear boots, which you could potentially slip into, but they are boots on the back half, and then the front are completely wide open, and they just have a thong that goes through what would be the big toe and the second toe. So if Charlotte wanted to wear those, it's not something Charlotte's ever seen before fashion-wise, but it's not impossible for her to adapt to new fashions. It's just a question if she would feel comfortable having her toes exposed in that way. Plus, they do smell a little bit unusual.
No, just my luck. and not a cobbler in sight.
You never know. Maybe Drinkle knows how to fix shoes.
Mm.
You won't know till you try. Steve goes, "Wow, that was amazing. You guys are great. So what'd we get?" And he starts inserting himself into the process. "Ooh, that's a nice sword." And he's like
Nope.
running his tentacles over it. Wow.
Back off, Buster.
Hey,
And
wait,
elbow him.
let's talk about this. There's so much
You did
stuff here.
nothing
We
to
could-
help. Get out of here.
Hey, first of all, I'll have you know, if it wasn't for me, yeah, you're right.
Over there.
But maybe they were here to
Float.
kill me. If it wasn't, maybe I was the
Bye-bye.
bait.
I don't think so, to
Oh,
be honest. But we should
man.
maybe try and rest a bit. I don't know if we're gonna set up camp or at least take a short rest.
I still wanna do the detect magic.
Yeah, but we can set up a camp or something
Sure.
while you do that.
Hell yeah. Whatever you say.
Or we can stand over your shoulder and just look while you cast detect magic if you want. If you want an audience.
Oh. I need this type of recognition, yes.
Yeah. How open is this cave? Or
It's basically, although it looks a bit like it's just a small canyon, you realize as you look out, if you get to the edge where it becomes the actual bridge itself, and you sort of peer left and right, you realize that this may be, it certainly is some sort of larger body of lava. And it would not be impossible to say that this is the definition of a small lake.
okay.
These 2 points where the bridge connects are essentially the narrowest point. So it almost seems like a figure eight or a larger body pinched at the waist, as it were.
Hmm.
And the cave ceiling itself is extremely high up. So it's not consistently round or dome shaped as far as you can tell. Sometimes you can't even see the full, ceiling from where you're located, which certainly means that it's at least 60 feet away. But it does sort of narrow upwards as if it was carved out possibly by the lava or maybe some other source like water or something. And then it goes upwards into this opening towards the center over the lava, possibly because of lava, or possibly because this is a cavern or a chasm of some kind. So I'd say it's pretty wide open.
Okay. I'm just gonna on this side. I'm just gonna kind of walk over here and down here to see if there's any place that we can kind of set up a temporary camp.
Yeah, so the areas over here to the south of you or below you, as it were, is impassable.
Okay.
If you wanted to wild shape into like an insect, maybe you could cross it, but for the rest of the party, it looks like it falls directly into the lava and it looks very unstable. So
Okay.
unless you wanted to take that risk.
No.
To the north, it's possible that there's a passageway. You would have to go explore. You can't see it without going farther out, and it curves back around the direction you came from. So whether or not it leads to another area is not clear to you here.
Okay. Does it seem like there's heavy traffic in this area? Like, are there a lot of footprints or?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Okay, let's see.
And you can cast guidance on yourself and things if you want.
I can. Guidance.
Okay.
I just need to find my freaking guidance modifier stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Survival. So 22.
Oh, yeah. So although it is obviously incredibly dense in stone, which makes sense considering the lava is, very hot. It doesn't look like this area has been well traveled for a while.
Okay.
The most obvious indications are lots of dust and other settled material on the surface, not disturbed by footprints or other possible causes. But it is very worn stone. So at some point, either it was worn through use or the stone itself was worn to begin with, but it's not carved in the same way that, say, a properly used dwarven tunnel in the city of a dwarven settlement might be.
Mhm. Okay. Maybe just set up a temporary camp over here or something so that we have visual from all sides.
Yeah, I agree. Take watches.
Yeah. Try and get some rest. I'm pretty well, I have some magic left in me, but my health isn't that good. Pretty beat up. So
Take first watch.
we can at least start with Violet's detect magic and probably do some identification after a while. Seems safe enough.
Okay, so you guys are going to set up camp?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
If
As you set up camp, Drinkle comes over. She's obviously curious about what happened. Oh, that was so scary. I didn't think you'd make it. I was wondering what would happen to me. I didn't want to have to become a sex slave again just to survive, but, I was willing to do my part. Here, let me help with dinner at least. And she starts helping sort out some of the dry rations that you've accumulated, maybe pulling out a few things from the various bags of holding you've got that you stuffed things like mushrooms and whatever you may have purchased or acquired from sustenance before leaving. Yes, there's definitely some magic on the sword. A couple of the knickknacks that you get from the mind flayer are also magical. The other accoutrements from Permeth are not magical. They just are extremely valuable pieces of jewelry, it would seem. And the tube that you found on the larger mind flayer is magical. Of course, all the other things that you already have on you also start glowing.
All right.
And sorry, go ahead.
Well, I would like to identify it then, and I would also take the meat tube from the mind flayer.
Okay. As you begin the process of casting Identify ritually over and over again, which will, between all the various items, take you and the detect magic to begin with, will take you close to, sort of 1 hour. And the rest of you are presumably setting up camp.
Mm.
Drinkle suddenly sort of perks up from bending over trying to start a fire, which is a bit ironic considering this place is so hot already. But she's doing it to cook food. And then she walks over to Zanice's backpack, which she's presumably put down because you guys are setting up camp. And she starts going into Zanice's backpack and taking out the two Demonomicon books.
What are
And
you doing?
She just completely ignores you.
I push her.
She falls down, doesn't seem to acknowledge your presence at all, gets back up, and then goes back to your backpack and starts rummaging through them and taking the books out and then starting to put them away in her own satchel.
Cracker.
I try to not
Grapple.
knock her down.
I grapple her. Yeah, I was running over there. Except I couldn't grab my character because I zoomed out too far. Because I was looking at that bridge. So I run over and I grapple her.
Yeah, she doesn't put up any resistance. I mean, she tries to continue to take the books, but she's not like actively fighting your grapple attempt. She doesn't seem to know what's going on.
Steve! I suspect something's going on.
Hello?
Steve, Drinkle's acting really weird.
I didn't even really get to meet her. We didn't really talk.
No, is there something about these mind flares we should know?
Well, I mean, they can control your mind, but not if they're dead, and he's looking at the one that's been carved up pieces and gold, and the other one that he looks over the edge and was obviously kicked in the lava. I don't think they could do anything now.
I have a slight suspicion that maybe Tags is involved because he talked a lot to her and he did want the books.
Piece of
Or-
shit.
Or it might be her future if we saw who she was with.
Let's throw her
And
to lava.
he looked like a demon or devil guy.
Denise is like, throw her in the lava.
I'm just not gonna take that into account at all. Well, she doesn't see him herself, so maybe just tie her up and maybe
Yeah.
she snaps out of it. And
Yeah.
take the books out of her pack and back into ours, please.
Niece, lock your pack.
Yeah. And
I
there he
take the
is.
books. Hide it in my backpack.
I tie up Drinkle.
I really didn't want it to go like this.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Here we go.
I'll take those books now.
No, you frickin' won't.
You don't seem to understand. I'm going to take those books now.
Frick.
Great.
And who are you really?
I am Gratzt, and you will now give me those books. And this
Hold
is
on
where
a-
we're going to end.
Oh my
Hold on a
God.
minute.
What about the identify?
Oh, fracking, he's a demon lord.
Oh no.
Let's throw him
He's-
into
he's-
the lava.
Yeah, let's do that.
I drink
Go
lava for
ahead.
breakfast.
Oh, he's the freaking demon lord with the high charisma that unites the other demon lords and controls armies, and I don't think we gonna fight him, to be honest.
Telling us this? Or am I just like
Yeah,
throwing myself at him?
No, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna tell him that hold on a moment, and I'm gonna make a huddle, and I'm gonna tell everyone in a whisper. He's the freaking demon lord. I don't think we should fight him. Well, if we want to die, he's a good way out.
There are worse things than being killed by a beautiful demon lord.
It is.
That hot.
Oh, kill me, kill me. Oh, you can slay me all you want.
Right.
Maybe we could
But-
try to use banishment. But then I
Well,
would use my scroll, you know.
no, don't do that.
We'd flee.
Fun.
He'll come back. He's a freaking
That's
demon lord.
true.
But I think before we give him the books, we should try to talk to him to kind of maybe get him on our side against Sakmoy.
Definitely all interesting ideas. We'll pick up next week.
Oh, you can end with that.
Yes, I can. I'm going to. Watch me.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
God.
That's
I
good.
I should write scripts, really.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
thank you, everyone. It was
You too.
a blast as always. Thank you very much, Charlotte, for that terrific session recap, and for sorry, Sophie, and for Charlotte sacrificing her shoe.
You're welcome.
And thank you very much, Daria, for having Zenise consistently have something against kids long after they were no longer a threat or any kind of reason to be irritated by. I mean, I'm sure that won't ever come back to haunt Zenise or the party.
Yeah.
That's what makes it fun, right? Yeah, actions have consequences. Hey. All right. Okay, I shall see you guys next week.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
All right, take
Good
care.
luck.
Bye.
Bye.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.